Hello everybody, I'm now going to show you how to set up a microphone on Windows 7 and then we'll talk about some details about how to check the settings are correct. First of all, we go to the Start menu, Control Panel, we go to Hardware and Sound, so it's a reminder, Start menu, Control Panel, Hardware and Sound. We click on Hardware and Sound and we should see Sound here. We want Manage Audio Devices. So we click on that. Now we're dealing with a recording device. Click on Recording. Now anything with a green symbol is plugged in and working. Now I'm not using that to record any sound. I'm using my other mic down here, the Samsung one. So we click on that. Now we go to Levels. Now I'm currently recording at 81. But if I was to move it up, it would get louder. If I was to move it down, it would get quieter. So if I just move it down to 50, you'll see what I mean. Now it should make my voice a bit quieter. Now if I go back and move it back up to 80, like that, it should go back to the normal volume. That's how you set your mic up. Now let's just move on to the next stage. Now I'm going to show you what a waveform looks like in an editor. You could be using Audacity, which is free and available online. Just ask on the forums, I'll post a link for you. Or Goldwave like I'm using, or anything else. But it should show you a wave here, where of your recording basically. That's why they're called waves. So we're just going to stop this so you can see the wave that I've already recorded. That's the wave for the bit of speech I've just given you. Now if you notice down here there's a fuzzy line. That's background noise, that's the fans. We need our wave to be higher than that, a lot higher than that. Otherwise that will drown out the audio. You can find this out either by looking in a wave window like this and seeing how high your peaks are compared to the background noise you're producing, or listening. If you're listening, then the background noise will appear to almost drown out your voice. The closer it is to drowning it out, the harder it is for me to clean out that sound later. And I don't want you cleaning it out because you lose quality when you clean things out. And I'd rather only lose quality once instead of twice, once when you do it, once when I do it. Now the other thing to watch out for is when these peaks touch the top of the screen. That happens when you shout or raise your volume. It goes into the red and starts plateauing out. On cheaper mics this does it very, very easily. But on more expensive mics it's not so easy, it's more sensitive. My Samsung mic is more sensitive, so I can whisper if I want to, and I can yell if I want to. I can set it so it actually stays in between the mark. I've got a lot more control over it. But if you've got one of those cheap mics designed for Skype, you won't have a lot of control over it. You'll probably get background noise. It won't be very good quality, the overall recording, and it'll be hitting the top and the bottom far too often. So you have to tweak that setting, and then you have to speak with an even voice. You can't use emotion or voice act properly or anything like that on a cheap mic, because the cheap mics simply aren't good enough for that. Webcam mics are the worst of all. You can forget about it if you've got a webcam mic. It just won't work. But as long as you keep your recordings from touching the top or being drowned out by the middle, they should be okay. After that, it's just a question of recording quality, which if you leave Windows at default settings, it should be just about right. The default settings, if you look at the bottom, is 16-bit 441 Hz. Right, is roughly what everything is set to by default. We only need mono recordings, but I can convert anything you send me, providing it's a standard file format like WAV, MP3 or something like that. So you can just record that any way you want and I'll change that. But just remember, right, if your mic isn't capable of recording 16-bit 44 Hz, you're not going to get 16-bit 44 Hz even if it says you are getting it. It's going to record at a lower setting and just convert it to 16-bit 44 Hz automatically. And you're going to be able to tell because the audio won't be the same quality as that is. That should be CD quality, according to all the stats. It isn't really that, I don't think. But anyway, if you actually want to get into voice acting, setting up your mic like this will give you a big boost straight away, because this is the bit everybody gets wrong. Once you're over this bit, you can concentrate on speaking into the mic and learning how to talk properly and use your equipment effectively. Don't forget though, we can help you on the forum with that. Just ask or post a recording and people will give you feedback on it. Right, that's it then. Right, see you in the Voice Actors Guild. Bye bye.